park by the sky. Take a guess, what I got behind that? Baby, pull up in a fleet, all black. Platinum emblem when you jump in the lag. And now I'm trying to take a bedroom.
It's your boy Bat with another vlog here with Nathan. So you already know where we at. More Boost Performance. But I started cutting. Y'all can't see SRT. It's terrible. It's bad. But let's get to it. All right, y'all boys. So as y'all can see, we pretty much chopped up the whole front end and stuff like that. Tomorrow we're going to swing back. We're going to end up basically pulling the motor out, motor and trans coming out, and then once all that stuff gets done, once you get that pulled out, then we're gonna start working on the interior and stuff like that, pulling out the seats, because mind you, I'm not sure if you guys remember, but the interior is pretty minty. We're gonna end up basically pulling all this shit out, all this nonsense and stuff, everything that's back there and stuff like that. Once we go ahead and get all this stuff pulled out, obviously we're going to be pulling the rims off, the brake kit, the whole, basically everything. We're pulling everything off. This car is literally going to be just a bone stock shell, but for the most part, we're still in the process of trying to find a clean shell. Nathan, he has a clean shell, but I'm not sure if I want to pull the trigger on it just yet, given the fact that it's a 03 and I'm really looking for a 05. There's really no differences or anything like that between the cars. They literally are the same. The only difference is obviously, if I'm not mistaken, they said motor and trans. Well, I think it's just a trans, because I know 03 doesn't have that LSD and 04 to 05 has LSD. This is basically what we got done today. I'm about to show you guys the Subaru that we were working on over there. This one right here, this one is just a customer's car. SXT converted to SRT4. Definitely not doing that. No shade to it or anything like that, but nah, we're sticking true SRT4. SRT4, that one's fully built. That one's a beast. This is Subaru that we was working on. Y'all remember when I had mine? Pain in the ass. But we went ahead, got the new turbo installed. Nathan's about to go ahead, started out testing and everything like that to make sure the turbo works. Basically what's going on is basically giving signs of a blown turbo. Old turbskis over here. As y'all can see, the back of this is pretty much dry. So not entirely sure into what's going on, but literally this thing right here could be a culprit. Who knows? But hopefully this new turbo works and we'll be in the clear. Yo, it's your boy Bat with another vlog. Well, technically today is day 2 of getting that SRT basically torn apart and everything like that. So pretty much, as y'all can see, we're back at More Boost Performance. My boy Nathan, he got the neon right there. But yeah, basically what we're going to end up doing is pretty much pulling out the motor and the trans, and then once we get motor and trans out, we're going to go ahead, tear down into the inside, and basically this whole entire car is going to be a straight up shell. Once it goes to the junkyard, we're going to try to pull off everything that we possibly think we're going to need for the new shell, just in case. And then whatever doesn't get used, obviously is going to get sold on Marketplace and stuff like that. I'll probably just go straight to Nathan and stuff. But once we go ahead and start tearing down into the motor, I'll catch back up with you guys. So as y'all can see, I'm going to be using this engine hoist or whatever you want to call it to go ahead and pull this out. I do have another motor coming down. If you guys follow up through like the shorts and stuff like that, y'all would have seen the original motor when I first got the car. Spun bearing and cylinder 4. That one had a built head and everything like that. This right here, full stock motor. I painted the valve cover. So if you guys want to go watch that short, I went ahead and did it. It's not the best of the best, but it came out pretty nice. We're going to having to cut this bolt down into there. And then once we go ahead and cut that bolt, we should be able to pull this thing clean out. Got the Sawzall right there. So the Sawzall didn't work. Nathan's bringing out the big gun. Plasma cutter. Never seen this thing used before or whatsoever. This thing is insane. Look at that. So as y'all can see, we pretty much got the motor out. Snapped this thing clean off the fittings right here. Broke the axle. Popped the axle from this side. Thankfully, motor's still A1. Everything's still good with the motor and everything like that. Motor's still on time. All that good stuff. But definitely gonna need, obviously, new mounts, shifter cables. For sure gonna need a new pipe. I'm gonna show y'all in a second. Right here. So what we ended up doing is pretty much just starting to tear down the inside and stuff. As y'all can see, took out everything for the computer, got my radio out, gonna take out a couple more stuff, kind of find out. Well, Nathan found out that the car actually has a short shifter, so that's going to the mod list. But as y'all can see, this is pretty much everything that we took out so far. Harness, gauges with pillar, the computer, fuel pressure regulator, radio, the stuff for remote entry, keyless entry and stuff like that, so you can keep the keys the same. And obviously, you know, your boy gonna keep this because of the lights. Right now we're going to go ahead and try to get the door on this side that's basically all smashed in. Go ahead and cut the door out just so we can continue getting the rest of this stuff out, because ultimately the goal is to get it torn down as much as possible, so that way once the new shell and everything like that is ready to go, we could go ahead and start tearing off the wheels, suspension components, drop the fuel tank, figure out what fuel pump is in the car, and then from there you should be good to go. Not sure if I'm gonna be able to go ahead and be around to film that. As soon as everything gets sorted out, definitely go ahead and update you guys once that starts happening. It's a project of where we're at now. Oh, and then with the steering wheel, definitely gonna be saving the hub. So we ended up getting the door open. Right now we're basically just taking out the seats, because like I said, the seats they're pretty much minty. Gonna go ahead, take out the back seats and stuff like that, get the rest of this shit out of here. Like I said, interior seats were minty. Yeah, they're two left seats, meaning they're both passenger seats. Well, you could tell it's because of this. So pretty much got basically all the interior taken apart. Couldn't find out reason as to why my motor blew the first time and I didn't get no warning was because the lights are missing. So looks like security light missing, obviously. So we got security light, oil pressure light, I don't know what the heck's supposed to go here. Airbag light is gone. And then on this side, you got brake, ABS, and I'm not sure what goes here. That's the reason why this light never went off, which is gonna be the oil sensor light. Well, figure out why the turn signals wasn't working. Literally, when I had put the clutch back into this car, turn signals will only work here and there. But this is a super common issue with these cars, to where this right here just pretty much burns up like so. And you just gotta get the Kinetic Creations rewire kit. And then it literally comes with a new one of these. And then wiring too, if I'm not mistaken. But you literally just basically just repin all these connectors back into the new plug for it. All right, y'all boys, so that's the end of another vlog. Y'all already know the vibes. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. As y'all can see, pretty much got the car completely torn down. So as soon as I go ahead and snag the title for it and everything like that, my boy Nathan, he's gonna go ahead and basically finish out the deed of getting this thing junked, getting the shell over here, and then we're gonna go ahead and start putting everything into the new shell. So as y'all can see, I'm definitely gonna need a new coil for that, which is totally fine. Pulling the wheels off, and then also pulling the brake kit. We're gonna end up pulling wing off, as well as exhaust, and on top of that too, we're gonna end up pulling the tail lights as well. But as y'all can see, pretty much, yeah, completely got it. Car is done.
Boom, you that type of bitch you take to the room. 5 million hoe, I post up with the groom.